Jeff Kelly, Chris Cottrell back with you here from Western Nebraska Community College. Let's take a look now at our starting lineups. And as always, those starting lineups brought to you by the UNMC College of Nursing, Scotts Bluff. Learn to manage the complexities of acute and critically ill patients, family and community dynamics, and primary care at a premier academic health center. Begin your future at the UNMC College of Nursing, Scotts Bluff. For more information, contact Megan Graham at 308-632-2024. As we said, Gering out without Hezekiah Garcia, Coulter Shelato this afternoon, so they will start this way. It'll be Rylan Ray, the 6'3 junior, Gage Ruziska, the 5'9 senior. Deacon Tuttle will get the start in the place of Coulter Shelato this afternoon. He's a 5'8 senior. Ayler Bell also in the starting lineup. He's a 5'11 junior. And rounding out the starters for Gering, it'll be Max Judy, a 6'2 junior. For the Red Raiders, they come in at 5'11". They will start this way. It'll be Lance Holly. He's a senior, along with Alec Doty, a senior. Cash Kenobi, Kale Kaiser, a junior. And rounding out the starters for the Sidney Red Raiders, the Iowa State and now Penn State recruit, Kean Kaiser. So that's the way these teams are going to start. Sidney will be the home team there in the home white uniforms. Gering will be the visitors. They will be in the blue uniforms here this afternoon.
Jeff, I'd say key number one for Gering is they've got to rebound the basketball against this big front line.
That is job number one, as Kenobi will jump it up against Rylan Ray, and we will get this one underway. Tap controlled by the Red Raiders. They work from left to right. Doty out front. Kenobi on the wing. They get it over to Lance Holly. Work it around the arc. Inside, Kaiser. Ray got a hand in there, knocked it away. Kean Kaiser regains it. Puts it on the deck against Ray. Nothing doing. Finally gets it out on top. Kenobi, that's going to go into the backcourt. And I think an uncharacteristic turnover on the first possession for the Red Raiders. So Gering will have it. Ayler Bell will trigger it in. Gering working from right to left. Tuttle, the 5'8 senior with it, finds Ray. He's picked up right there by Kale Kaiser. Back to Ruziska. Ruziska into the paint, kicks to the corner. Ayler Bell for three, that's short. Lance Holly down with the rebound ahead. Kean Kaiser. Kaiser drives against Ray. Shot doesn't go. Kean Kaiser will draw the foul.
What a physical specimen he is, man.
Rylan Ray picks up his first foul. Kaiser with two at the free throw line. Drains the first one. And Sidney with a 1-0 lead. Of course, Kaiser had committed to go to Iowa State, and then when Iowa State head coach Matt Campbell got the Penn State job, Kaiser flipped to Penn State, and he will be there next fall. He hits both free throws, 2-0. Red Raiders on top. Gering with it. Bell right side. Out on top, here's Rylan Ray. Back to Ruziska. Ruziska pull up from the free throw line. That's too strong. Rebound battled around. Who's going to come down with it? It's going to be Alec Doty. Gets it ahead. Kanavi leaves it for Lance Holly, who puts it up and in. Good ball movement by the Red Raiders. Gering looking for their first points here in this first quarter. Ray out top. Bell with it. Bell on the wing. Here's Max Judy looking. One dribble. Now he gives it up to Ruziska. Ruziska still looking. Gering working it around the outside of the arc. Now 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Tuttle. Here's Ruziska. 3 seconds left. Ruziska puts up the shot. Doesn't go. Kale Kaiser down with the rebound. Kenobi gives it up to Kaiser. He'll turn. Hand it to Alec Doty. So they find Kale Kaiser high post. On the kick out. Kenobi pull-up jumper in the paint won't go. And that goes out of bounds. It will be Gering ball. 5:48. Check that, 5:49. 4-0. Red Raiders in front. Ruziska walks it across the 10-second line. Takes it to the right side. Bell bounces inside, down low. Rylan Ray over Doty, won't go, and Kaiser rips down the rebound. He gets it ahead to Kale. Key into Kale. Quick 2 points for the Red Raiders, and the lead now 6-0. 3 minutes in, Gering looking for their first points. Deacon Tuttle trying to answer back with the three. That doesn't go as Holly skies for the rebound. They get it ahead. Kaiser, the kick to the corner. 3-ball, that's good. Alec Doty, and a quick start, 9-0 run by the Red Raiders. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 9-0 Sidney on the West Coast scoreboard.
Got a lot of.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Back at Cougar Palace out of the Gering timeout. Gering still looking for their first points. 5:05 left in the first quarter. And a turnover as Ruziska's pass tipped by Kaiser, and Kaiser misses on the dunk. Kenobi finds Alec Doty, who puts it up and in. And it's 11-0 Sidney. Gering quickly the other way. Ruziska one-hand pass. Judy drives left side, cut off, double team comes out to Tuttle. Tuttle for three. That falls through. And Deacon Tuttle, who shoots 43% from beyond the arc, breaks the 11-0 Sidney run with 4.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Kale Kaiser down deep over Judy. And Kale Kaiser with 4 first quarter points. And it's a 10-point Sidney lead, and Gering turns it over once again. Kenobi drives right side against Bell and lays it up and in.
Just no defensive effort really right there. Just blew by the on-ball defender in transition. No one stepped over to help, and that was just too easy.
Ray top of the key with it. Ayler Bell. Here's Ruziska. Back to Deacon Tuttle. He has the only points for Gering. Good defense by the Red Raiders. Skip pass. Judy in the corner. Rylan Ray, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And another Gering turnover. They get it ahead. Doty for three from the corner. That won't fall. Rylan Ray down with the rebound. Ray on the push against Kaiser into the paint. Puts it up. That shot won't go. Kale Kaiser down with the rebound. Sidney slowing it down just a little bit. Cash Kenobi finds Kean Kaiser. Leaves it for Alec Doty. Here's Lance Holly driving right side. His shot doesn't go. And we'll have an offensive foul called on Lance Holly. That'll be his first. Kyle Jaggers checking in along with Graham Santero. First two players off the bench for the Sidney Red Raiders. 15-3, Sidney leads it. On the wing, here's Max Judy. Nothing doing there. Quickly to the corner. Ray drives baseline, puts up the runner, and that falls through for Rylan Ray. And Gering's going to need a lot more of that to keep in this one with Sidney. It's a 10-point Sidney lead. Sidney works it down low. Santero can't score. Deacon Tuttle Up the floor, stops, top of the key. He'll launch the three, and that rattles in for Deacon Tuttle. And Tuttle with 6 of 8. Gering's 8 points. Ball knocked out of bounds, or the pass knocked out of bounds, I should say, from Kyle Jaggers, but the ball will remain with the Sidney Red Raiders. Here's Drew Soule checking in for Deacon Tuttle. On the inbounds, they get it to Jaggers. Jaggers top of the key. Here's Kean Kaiser with it. Looks inside, finds Doty down low. Turnaround jumper won't go. And the rebound put back by Santero doesn't go. He gets it right back. His second attempt doesn't go. One more try. 3 tries. It won't fall for Santero. He's going to kick it out to Kenobi. Doty drives baseline, dumps it inside, and Santero is fouled on the shot attempt, but good work down low by the Red Raiders as they controlled the boards on that possession, and that'll put Graham Santero, a junior, at the free throw line to shoot 2. Gage Ruziska, his first foul. Santero good on the first one. One more. It's an 8-point Red Raider lead. That one comes up short, but Kenobi corrals the rebound. He'll put it back up and in. Kenobi with 4 in the game, and the lead for the Red Raiders back to 10.
A lot of big bodies for Sidney in terms of Gering trying to deal with them on the glass. Just on that trip alone, probably what, 5 or 6 offensive rebounds?
Foul at the Gering end. And Gering has it. Ayler Bell out front as they work it to the right side. Ruziska quickly, Max Judy loses it for just a minute. Kenobi picks him up, takes it baseline. Work it quickly out on top to Ruziska for 3, and that rattles in for Gage Ruziska. And right now, all of Gering's game is mostly from beyond the arc with 1:05 left in the first quarter. In down low, Doty against Ruziska, the kick out. Back to Alec Doty. He drives the runner baseline, doesn't fall. Ayler Bell pulls down the rebound. We're underneath a minute. Judy gets it ahead. Driving Rylan Ray, and a nice job by Rylan Ray as he drives and lays it up and in. And the Sidney lead is now 5. 37 seconds left. Alex Doty, right side. Here's Kaiser, goes cross court to Jaggers. Kenobi left side with it, bounces down low on the cut to the basket. Santero can't handle the pass. And Jacoby Elliott in for the first time. An early entrance for Jacoby Elliott, the 6'1 junior. Ruziska into the offensive end. Here's Max Judy. Dumps it inside. Drew Soule puts up the shot, doesn't go. Kaiser quickly ahead. Kenobi left side with it. 5 seconds left. Kean Kaiser with 2 seconds left. Kaiser drives the scoop at the buzzer, doesn't go. And we are at the end of the first quarter. And Sidney leads Gering 18-13 after 1 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Chris Cottrell, Jeff Kelly back with you from WNCC. And forgot to let you know that our opening tip was brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Gering, a little bit of a run late in that first quarter, but they still trail by 5. As Gering turns it over on their first offensive possession here in this second quarter, they get it ahead to Lance Holly. His mid-range jumper doesn't go. Ray comes down with the rebound. Ruziska with it. He'll pull up from the free throw line. That comes up just a little bit short. And for Gering, it's Jacoby Elliott, Drew Soul, Gage Ruziska, Rylan Ray, and Max Judy.
To your point, it was 9-0 Sidney to begin the game. Gering able to hang in down by 5 here to begin this second quarter, so they got to feel pretty good about where they're at.
Kale Kaiser, high post right side, hands it to Kenobi. Here's Holly with it, back to Kenobi. 3 from the left wing, and that falls through for Cash Kenobi. He's got 7. Gering in, working down low. Judy, nothing there. Out to Jacoby Elliott, now left side Ray, driving, baseline. Cut off by Reese Dorsey, who's into the Sidney lineup. They'll get it right back to Rylan Ray for 3 from the corner, doesn't go. And Jacoby Elliott trying to corral the rebound. Goes off his hands, and it will be back to the Sidney Red Raiders. 5-11 on the year. Doty operates at the Sidney end. Lance Holly against Jacoby Elliott into the paint, puts up the shot that doesn't go. Rebound tipped out of there. Drew Soul comes down. We've got a Sidney player down at the far end. That's Lance Holly as he's holding his left ankle. And Lance Holly, of course, as we said, didn't start the season along with Doty and Kean Kaiser. Now he's down at the Sidney end of the floor holding that left ankle.
And it was a shoulder injury that kept him out for the first portion of the basketball season. Injury happening in the football state championship game. What a run Sidney had this year on the gridiron. Good to see Holly up. He'll try and walk it off, and he will under his own power. Limping a little bit, but
sometimes when you come down like that and that ankle just takes a quick turn in, you kind of
mentally freak out too.
Exactly. So he gets to the Sidney bench. And Red Raiders with the ball. Doty into the front court. Quick snap pass to Kale Kaiser. Kaiser, the kick, Reese Dorsey. Dorsey into the paint. And a foul prior to the shot. And that foul on Gering's Jacoby Elliott. That'll be the first on him. First team foul in the second quarter here on Gering. Inbounds comes to Kaiser against Judy. Kale Kaiser puts it up over Max Judy, and he's got 6. 10-point Sidney lead. Drew Soul with it quickly. Max Judy, top of the key. He'll hand it off. Elliott with it. Jacoby finds Drew Soul. Judy fires a pass to Gage Ruziska. Gage bounce pass inside. Rylan Ray spins into the double team. And a reach-in foul, which Kaiser will it be on?
I think Kean. His facial expression said he agreed with the call.
Yep, it will be. It'll be on his first. Quick substitution. Deacon Tuttle back in for Gering along with Ayler Bell, Soul, and Elliott. We'll go back to the Gering bench. Sideline, or check that baseline toss in for Gering. Ruziska on the wing. Here's Tuttle. Max Judy with it. Looking inside. Not open. Back to Rylan Ray. Ray step back from the free throw line. That falls into the hands of Kean Kaiser. Kaiser calls out Kenobi. He'll give it to him on the bounce. Back to Kaiser, top of the key. Dorsey with it on the left wing. Kale Kaiser turns, hands. Alec Doty drives left side. The runner off the glass doesn't go. Rebound tipped around. Kaiser comes up with it. Kale Kaiser, and he's fouled on the putback. And it'll be on Deacon Tuttle. That'll be the first on him. Second team foul on the Bulldogs. And Kale Kaiser at the free throw line. Kale's too strong on the first one.
He's a 57% free throw shooter. He's got 3 rebounds so far in this half. Older brother Kean with a couple.
Second one on the way. Kaiser misses them both in a battle for the rebound. And Kean Kaiser can't convert, but Reese Dorsey gets his first 2 points of the game. 25-13, Red Raiders. Brzezinski out front with it, picked up by Kaiser. Size mismatch there. Max Judy, top of the key for a 3. And Judy gets his first 2 points of the game. At the Sidney end, they find Kale Kaiser down low as the Gering defense does not get back. Kale Kaiser now with 8. And a 3 ball for Judy bounces off. Kenobi down with the rebound, quickly ahead. Alex Doty, Reese Dorsey beyond the college 3-point line, looks inside, finds Kean Kaiser. Brzezinski steals it away. Gage will pull it out. Goes cross court, Max Judy, 3 ball. That won't fall. Nobody there to rebound for Gering. Kaiser comes down with it. Quickly up the floor come the Red Raiders. Kaiser with it on the wing. Directs traffic. Matched up against Rylan Ray. Doty with it. Kale Kaiser. Judy takes him. Quickly to Reese Dorsey. Left corner. Dorsey will launch from there. Short as Tuttle. It's safe from going out of bounds. Sidney controls. Kaiser down low. Kale Kaiser will give it to Kean. Kean looking. Finds Kenobi out front. Kenobi drives left side. Brzezinski gets a hand in there to knock it away. They say it went off of Sidney. It will be Gering ball. Grayer Henton checking in. As we said, a short bench for Gering with Hezekiah Garcia, Coulter Shelato out today for Gering. Here's Ayler Bell at the Gering end. Henton with it. They go into the corner to Deacon Tuttle, and Tuttle travels with the ball. And they'll give it right back to the Red Raiders. 3:12 left, 27-16.
Not a lot of turnovers in this game combined right now. I've got a total of 7.
Reese Dorsey with it, it's in down low. Dorsey wide open, finds Alec Doty. And Doty with 7, 29-16. Max Judy with it down low, and he'll find some space, and Max Judy will lay it up and in. Kaiser kicks to the corner, driving. The baseline is Jaggers. Shot doesn't go. Rebound tipped out by Kale Kaiser to Kean Kaiser. He is 3 off the mark. Rebound can be corralled. Finally, Max Judy comes down with it, and he's dribbling up the floor. And I think we're going to get Kean Kaiser with a personal foul. That'll be his second. 2:27 left, 29-18. Sidney on top. Both teams with 2 team fouls at this point in the second quarter. Brzezinski finds Max Judy. Quick in the corner to Ayler Bell. Back to Judy. He plays catch with Ayler Bell. Tuttle against Kale Kaiser. And a nice job by Deacon Tuttle to draw a foul. This one will be on Kale Kaiser. Rylan Ray will check in. Max Judy will go to the Gering bench. Baseline toss in for Gering. As they get it, Rylan Ray, he'll pull up from 15 feet away, and Gage Ruziska. He's got 5 in the game. Sidney by 9 as we near 2 minutes in the first half. Doty left side picked up by Ruziska. Puts it on the deck in the paint, drives, puts up the off-balance shot. And Doty draws the foul on Gage Ruziska. It'll be his second as Alec Doty at the free throw line for Sidney. Hits the first one. Make it a 10-point lead. Drew Soule checks back in for Gering for Ruziska. And Doty perfect from the line on that trip. 31-20. Bell with it, left side. Henton, they get it to Soule. He'll take the 3 ball, won't fall. Battle for the rebound. Rylan Ray there, and Rylan Ray with the offensive board and the putback for Gering. Ray working hard down low. 31-22. And a basket at the Sidney end. Kenobi.
Off a make, no one back defensively for Gering, and basically a fast break basket off a Gering bucket for Sidney.
Grayer Henton. Cross court, Deacon Tuttle with it as we near the 1 minute mark. Ray, left side, pull up jumper, won't go. Kean Kaiser down with the rebound. Kaiser brings it, top of the key, stops, turns, gives to Kenobi. Kenobi in the paint against Tuttle, puts up the shot over Tuttle, won't fall. So Rylan Ray comes out there with the rebound. Ray up the right side, he's gonna pull up, take the 3. That comes up short. Grayer Henton, his shot blocked from behind. But Cale Kaiser, his second personal foul there. Grayer Henton, a 6'1" sophomore. That's 14 fouls on the Raiders. Grayer Henton to shoot 2. First one up, comes up short. Santero checking in, along with Lance Holly. Not feeling any effects from that ankle tweak he had earlier in this quarter, as Henton misses them both. 33-22, and driving baseline, we're gonna have charging foul called on Jaggers as Henton takes the charge. And Jagger with 2 personal fouls, and the 5th team foul on Sidney. And Henton getting congratulations for taking that charge. 29 seconds left, shot clock dark. Tuttle into the front court. Rylan Ray on the wing, right side. Judy with it. Finds Soule. Now Ayler Bell. Gering works it around the outside of the arc. Tuttle, 11 seconds left. Right to left. Bell with it. Bell against Holly to Tuttle from the corner. His 3 comes up short. Holly gets it ahead. Doty at the buzzer will not fall. It would have counted. And we are at halftime here of the boys' 3rd place game. And your score at the halftime break is Sidney 33, Gering 22 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Being tired? Sweet Dream Sleep in Gering is ready to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Dr. Brittany Meyer provides consultation for both children and adults to identify sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, periodic limb movement, and more. Dr. Meyer and her nurse practitioner manage treatment with follow-ups using in-person office visits and telemedicine to navigate insurance requirements. No referral is necessary. Sweet Dreams Sleep Services. Better sleep, better health.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're
TV is presented by Aloe Fiber and brought to you in part by Allix, Midwest Auto Used Parts, Snell Services Inc., and by Western Nebraska Regional Airport. Coverage of the
Welcome back to Western Nebraska Community College. Halftime of the boys' third place game, and the Sidney Red Raiders with an 11-point advantage over Gering. Sidney led 18-13 after one. They outscored Gering in the second quarter 15-8. And now they have the 11-point lead. Let's take a look at the individual numbers. As always, brought to you by Dr. Levi Bowen and Advantage Chiropractic. First on the Gering side, nobody in double figures, only 4 players scoring. Rylan Ray and Deacon Tuttle lead the way for Gering with 6. Deacon Tuttle with 2 threes in that first quarter, and 5 points each for Max Judy and Gage Ruziska here at the halftime break. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the Sidney numbers as the Red Raiders lead Gering 33-22 on the West Coast scoreboard.
a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
On KNEB.TV is presented by Aloe Fiber and brought to you in part by Team, B&C Steel, Advantage Chiropractic, and by Riverstone Bank.
Sidney Red Raiders with the lead. Let's take a look at the Sidney numbers. as they were led in scoring in the first half. Cash Kenobi with 9. Alec Doty, I have him for 9. Kale Kaiser with 8. Kind of a quiet first half for Kean Kaiser. He has 2, along with Reese Dorsey and Lance Holly. And I got Graham Santero with 1.
I got Kaiser, Kean Kaiser with 5 rebounds, and Kale Kaiser grabbing 4 boards in that first half. I mean, Gering down, Jeff, without Hezekiah Garcia, who can provide an element of rebounding for him with his size and height. And Coulter Shellito out today, sick.
Yes.
Is that right? So 2 guys,
I think they said it was an injury. That was the word we got. I'm not sure.
Either way, not suited up, and 2 guys Gering would be counting on not available. And after they fell behind 9-0, able to stick around in this thing. So they're going to need a quick start to this third quarter. And really what got them back into it was a little bit of a flurry of 3-point field goals. Gering's got 4 triples in the first half, and they're going to need more of those probably to stay in this thing and have a shot in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with Deacon Tuttle getting the start in the place of Shellito, he can, as we said, he had 2 threes in that first quarter for his 6 points, and you're going to have to get a little more production out of Gage Ruziska and Max Judy in this second half for Gering.
Yeah, it looks like Shellito's limping a little bit over there in that opposite corner, so I'd lean towards injured over sick in terms of why he's not suited up. We'll have 2 more games after this. We'll get to the championship games with Gretna East and Sidney. That'll be a KNB.TV YouTube ball game only. No radio coverage for that one. And then the boys' much anticipated championship game, Scottsbluff and Gretna East. That'll be on 107.3 The Trail and on the TV side on the YouTube channel also, as we wrap up a 3rd consecutive day here with Western Conference tournament coverage. Take a timeout, come back with the second half. We'll do that here in just a few moments.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Coverage of the Western Conference basketball tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Allo Fiber and brought to you in part by Consumers Cooperative Federal Credit Union, Pipeworks Plumbing, and by A. Elliott Law.
Back at Western Nebraska Community College, ready for second half action here in this boys' 3rd place game. And the Red Raiders have the ball to start the second half, as it's Kaiser, Kenobi, Doty, and Holly for the Red Raiders. Kean Kaiser down low against Rylan Ray. He'll give it to Doty. Doty with the runner, and that falls through for Alec Doty. And Sidney starts it off. 35-22. 3-ball, trying to answer back is Rylan Ray. For Gering, it's Ray, Ruziska, Tuttle, Bell, and Judy. Raiders moving from right to left in this second half. Kale Kaiser on the right side, outside, probing, spin move. He'll get it out to Kean. Kean right back to Kale. His shot doesn't go. Gering down with it. Ruziska on the push. Fires it to Bell. Tuttle with it on left wing. Here's Judy as they work it now to the right side. Rylan Ray with it. And traveling called on Rylan Ray. And Gering on the turnover. 2 empty possessions on their first 2 opportunities down the floor. Doty into the front court, stops by the Cougar logo. Kale Kaiser with it, right side, bounces to Kean. Kean against Ray, spin moves, puts it up with the right hand, the scoop shot. Shot doesn't go, but Max Judy with the rebound, gets it ahead to Rylan Ray. Fumbles the pass, Ruziska gets it back to Ray. Ray drives, baseline, and Rylan Ray draws the foul on a drive to the basket. And they'll put Rylan Ray at the free throw line. That foul on Kale Kaiser. That will be his 3rd first team foul on the Red Raiders. It's Rylan Ray, second on this team from the free throw line, shooting 74%, drains the first one. One more for Rylan Ray. He had 14 points in the loss yesterday.
Gering had just 4 players score in the first half. Of course, down a couple of guys like we talked about, but
Ray, perfect from the line. He's got 8. Sidney works it ahead and finds Kale Kaiser. And Kaiser with 10. Ruziska driving at the Gering end. His reverse layup won't fall. And Sidney will come the other way. Kenobi will turn, hand it. Doty with it. Gets a screen from Kaiser. With it left side. Back to Lance Holly. Holly drives in the paint against Tuttle, loses the handle. And they will keep it at the Sidney end. Red Raiders 2 inbounded. Sidney the home team as they lob it to Kaiser. The free throw line, nice bounce pass to Holly as Holly cut baseline, and Holly with 4. 39-24 Sidney. Ruziska out front, into the paint, no look pass, looking for Tuttle, but Doty got in the way of that one. Long down court pass as Kenobi gets it to Holly. Holly drives and scores. Holly with 6. 41-24 Sidney. Near the 5-minute mark here in this third quarter. Ruziska fires a pass left side. Rylan Ray to Judy. Deacon Tuttle on the corner, drives. And we've got a timeout on the floor taken by Gering. We've got 5:01 left here in this third quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 41-24 on the West Coast scoreboard.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their
5 minutes, 1 second left in the third quarter. 41-24, Sidney with the lead. It was Sidney by 11 at the halftime break. And out of the timeout, Red Raiders in possession of the ball.
I had Gering with 4 turnovers at half. They've already committed 3 in the first 3 minutes here in the third quarter.
Sidney works it down low. There's Kean Kaiser, hard to stop on that low block. And Kaiser, a slow night for him as he only has 4 points. And apparently Gering having trouble inbounding the ball out of that made basket. And they will give it right back to Sidney. They lob it to Kanabe all in one motion. He puts it up. It won't fall. Judy battling for the rebound. It's knocked away from him. And Deacon Tuttle picks it up for Gering. Tuttle drawing the right lane line. That's blocked by both Holly and Kean Kaiser. And Kaiser with it. Kaiser picks up his dribble, finds Alec Doty. He'll launch from bonus distance. It won't go. Long rebound. Kanabe with it inside to Doty. Knocked away from him. It'll stay with Sidney as Drew Soul, Jacoby Elliott check into the Gering lineup. Quickly, Kaiser gets it to Kenobi. Now right back to Kean Kaiser. He spins baseline to the basket. Count it, and he's fouled. Just so hard to stop him. He just spun, and there was nobody there.
And frankly, it's good there was no one there because they were going to catch a shoulder right in the midsection, and it was not going to be fun.
Rylan Ray picks up foul number 2.
What a brute.
Kaiser can't complete the three-point play. 4 minutes left, third quarter, 45-24. Here's a 3-ball Max Judy. They won't go. Doty down with the rebound. Kenobi quickly up the floor. Kenobi has it knocked away.
Cale Kaiser averages 10 boards. Kean averages 7.5, but everyone else on the floor for Sidney can jump out of the gym too. They can really rebound the basketball with all 5 on the floor.
On the inbound, Kaiser quickly to Doty. Doty in the paint, and he draws the foul. Reese Dorsey into the Sidney lineup. Gage Rosiska picks up his third, and that will put Alec Doty at the free throw line. And Doty with 9 points in the first half. Has 1 field goal here in the third quarter. Gets both the free throws. Makes it 47-24. Sidney. Drew Soul out front. And bounce pass looking for Jacoby Elliott on the right side. That pass just a little bit too low. It gets through the hands of Jacoby Elliott. And Sidney controls. Reese Dorsey. High post to Kaiser, back to Dorsey. Dorsey right side, top of the heat. Kenobi into the paint, dumps it baseline to Kaiser, and Kaiser looking to kick it back to Dorsey. Throws it out of bounds. Dorsey, a key player on that Sidney football team also. 3:21 left, 47-24. Gering with it, Judy. On the wing, left side, top of the key, Drew Soul with it. Through Ziska, he almost turns it over right there. Right to left, Drew Soul. As Joseph Bookman into the game for the first time. Here's Judy, shot clock at 10. Driving, baseline, Ray. And it's Ray turns the ball over. See, I think he stepped on the baseline is what they're saying.
Yep.
Quick turnover. Sidney quickly up the floor. Kaiser ahead to Kenobi. Doty with it. They dump it inside. Kaiser against Ray. Backs down Ray, puts it to the basket and puts it up and in. Kean Kaiser taking control in this one. As the Sidney lead now 49-24. Max Judy, bounce pass inside. Ray, spin move on Kenobi, and Rylan Ray answering back with his 10th point. And palming the ball called on Kean Kaiser. And a Sidney turnover, and Kean Kaiser will come out of the Sidney lineup as Kyle Jaggers will check in. Graham Santero also back in for the Red Raiders. Joseph Bookman in the corner with it, bounce inside. Rylan Ray, he'll put it up over Dorsey. It won't fall. As Santero comes the other way, he'll give it up to Jaggers. Jaggers top of the key. Dorsey with it. Cale Kaiser against Soule inside. Santero spin move. And a foul called as Rylan Ray goes to the floor. Ray picks up foul number 3. Third team foul on Gering. And Cale Kaiser, 10 points in the game. That one will roll in. One more for Cale Kaiser. 51-26 as Gering turns it over.
7th of the quarter.
Grayer Hinton back in on the Gering side for Rylan Ray. 26 as we count it down in the third quarter. Cale Kaiser, free throw line extended, takes it into the paint. Outside, Dorsey drives, puts up the runner on the baseline, doesn't go. Santero's put back, doesn't go. On the second try, he gets it that time. Santero with 3. Had a possession in that first half. Santero had like 3 chances at it and couldn't get it into the basket, but a nice job there by Santero. And now we've got, looks like Drew Soule down on the floor.
If I read his lips correctly, he looked up at Coach Neil Baker and said, "I heard something pop."
Oh, that's not good.
So hopefully it's one of those more scares than something that comes to fruition.
He's not putting any weight on his left leg, and he will get help off the floor from head coach Neil Baker. So we've talked numerous times about this Gering bench being very short, and they were down 2 players coming into this game, and now they're down 3 as Drew Soule will be helped to the bench, and they will take a look at him. As Santero completes the 3-point play. 54-26, Sidney in control. Joseph Bookman has it in the right corner. Here's Max Judy with it. Grayer Hinton. Bounce inside. Bookman. Back to Ruziska. Gage will launch for 3 and drain it. Gage Ruziska, his second 3 in the game. 54-29, Sidney near the 1-minute mark. Kaiser looked at the 3, didn't take it. He puts it in the paint. Now outside to Kyle Jaggers. Dorsey. Kaiser one more time. He'll take it inside, and the kick out to Alex Doty, and Doty with a 3-pointer. Doty now with 16. Underneath a minute here, third quarter. Ruziska trying to go inside. Judy, the ball's loose. And we've got a timeout on the Gering side. This will be a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it right here. Well, Monument Physical Therapy understands that one size doesn't fit all. That's why they offer flexible treatment plans designed to fit any lifestyle. They have a board-certified orthopedic specialist who brings creativity and expertise together. And the Dugout, they invite you to come check out the newest recreational option in Scottsbluff. You can register online at info@thedugout.sb.com. Second of our 4 games today, we will have the girls' championship game. That will be a TV-only game as Gretna East, they were 63 to 31 winners over Gering yesterday. They will take on Sidney, who were a 62-52 winner over Scottsbluff yesterday. Out of the timeout, Gering with it. Max Judy, top of the key. He'll launch the 3. That'll come up just a little bit short. We go underneath 30 seconds. Dorsey into the offensive end, bounces high post. Kale Kaiser. Kaiser turns, nobody was there, fumbled the ball, and they'll say he touched it last. Max Judy playing off of Kale Kaiser that time. Shot clock is dark with 15 seconds left. Gering with it. Here's Max Judy, left side driving on Kale Kaiser, loses the handle. Loose ball picked up by Jaggers. Jaggers on the run out, and he will lay it up and in. Jaggers his first 2, and that basket will end the third quarter. And at the end of 3, Sidney leads it by 30, 59-29 on the West Coast scoreboard.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Welcome back to Western Nebraska Community College. Fourth quarter action in the boys' third place game. And the Red Raiders with a 30-point advantage over Gering as we start the fourth quarter. Judy with a pass down low to Rylan Ray. He got Alec Doty up in the air. And a foul on Alec Doty. That'll put Rylan Ray at the free throw line. Ruziska along with Deacon Tuttle, Ayler Bell, Rylan Ray, and Max Judy for Gering. Doty, Holly, Kenobi, Kaiser, and Kaiser for Sidney. First free throw up and good from Rylan Ray. He'll get one more. That one bounces through. Rylan Ray good on both of those. And looking at the Gering bench, Drew Soul sitting on the bench. Not quite sure what that means, but they worked on him a little bit as he came out of the game, as he went down with a possible injury. Holly driving baseline. Cut off there, they'll work it out on top. Kenobi for 3, top of the key. Long rebound, here's Ruziska with it.
That was a good box out from Judy on Kale Kaiser on the defensive end.
Tuttle dribbles, right side. Ayler Bell with it, bounce pass inside, looking for Judy, knocked away by Lance Holly. Sidney the other way, here's Doty, quickly top of the key. Kenobi drives left side with the left hand. Kenobi puts it up and in. And the lead back to 30. Ruziska trying to answer back with a straightaway 3 that won't fall. Correction on some scoring. I gave a couple of free throws to Santero that should have gone to Kale Kaiser. And like you said yesterday, Kean Kaiser kind of a point center as he brings it up himself that time for Sidney. Holly working out front. Kenobi with it into the paint. The kick, Kale Kaiser, 3, left side, and Kale Kaiser with a 3. Kaiser with 15, 64-31. They pass ahead, Ayler Bell, the reverse layup won't fall. And here comes Kale Kaiser quickly the other way. Doty probing against Ruziska, splits defenders to the basket. That shot's blocked by Rylan Ray. Gering with it. Cross-court pass to Ruziska from the beyond the college three-point line. Comes up with an air ball. Kaiser there, the long down-court pass. Kaiser, Doty with the reception and the basket. 18 for Alec Doty. Ruziska drives and dishes in the corner. Judy finds Tuttle down low.
Jeff, I don't think I've used the phrase yet this year. I think you know what's coming. We're about to hit noon ball at the Y mode here.
There you go. Kaiser working out front, directing traffic like a point guard. Finds Kenobi.
I've been impressed with Kenobi
Yeah.
the last couple of days. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He can really get up off the floor. Doesn't take too many ill-advised shots.
Derek Brown into the Gering lineup as we had a foul on. I didn't catch who the foul was on. Doty for 3. Rylan Ray down with the rebound. Brings it across for Gering, tipped away from behind by Kaiser. Quick hands, Kenobi on the run out, and Kenobi slams it through. Cash Kenobi, I've got him for 13. 68-31, and I think this is noon Y ball here late in the game.
Also commonly referred to as the lunchbox crew.
Rylan Ray out front, 4.5 minutes left in the game. He gets a Ayler Bell who launches a 3 that doesn't fall, and we have a timeout for substitutions as Dorsey, Jaggers, Will Gillum checking in for the first time.
So it looks like for Sidney, the frontline guys, their day is over. And again, they're just looking to build some cohesiveness, get everybody on the same page. This is almost like late December basketball for them right now with everybody back fully healthy. This will be their 6th win against 11 losses. And they're going to be a nightmare to deal with as things move forward for teams on their schedule and in the postseason. Well coached, a lot of size, can score it with different guys. Doty can get hot from behind the arc. Gering was undermanned coming in with 2 guys out that would see heavy rotational minutes and just not enough firepower today.
Carter Lipska into the game. He's got the ball, top of the key. Dorsey with it to Jaggers. Santero against Ray, not there. Gillum probing, looking, tries to find Santero down low. Santero fumbles the ball, but gets the pass out to Lipska. Lipska leaves it for Santero, and Santero puts it up and in. And it's 70-31. Derek Brown out front with the ball. They get it to Rylan Ray, to Judy. His jumper won't fall. And we will have a wholesale substitution on the Gering side. Joseph Bookman checking back in. Grayer Henton. And I've got to check who number 13 is.
Cody Bruner.
Cody Bruner. There we go. Gering with it. Here's Grayer Henton driving into the paint, puts up the shot over Raffleson that's in the Sidney lineup. 3:26 left. Bruner looking down low, trying to find Jacoby Elliott. And a Gering turnover. And we'll give it back to Sidney. Campbell Shoemaker in, as both benches have been cleared here this afternoon. 70 to 31. Santero down low against Henton, and a traveling call and a turnover on Sidney. Gering will come the other way. Derek Brown at the controls. Joseph Bookman with it, left side, into the corner. The runner by Bruner won't fall. And Sidney has it. Gillum finds Santero, and he tries to flip it to Shoemaker, who bobbles the pass. That'll give it right back to Sidney. These two teams will meet up Thursday, this coming Thursday, at Gering. That game was moved from Friday to Thursday due to district wrestling. It'll be held Friday at Gering. Henton driving against Gillum. That'll be first personal on Gillum. Baseline toss in for Gering. Derek Brown gets into the corner. Joseph Bookman for three. That comes up short. And Gillum went for the rebound, stepped on the baseline, and the ball will remain with Gering. Joseph Bookman will trigger it in. Looking. Greer Henton has to run down the pass. He'll get it to Brown. Jacoby Elliott left side. Elliott drives. Shot doesn't go, but Jacoby Elliott draws the foul. And that foul on Raffleson, his first. First free throw off the mark from Jacoby Elliott. One more as we near 2 minutes in this one. Second one won't fall. Santero comes down with the rebound for Sidney. Gets it ahead, Lipska. Lipska drives, right side, nothing doing there. Is Bruner playing good defense for Gering. Raffleson looking down low, and that pass goes out of bounds. And we will go underneath 2 minutes here. Boys' third place game in the Western Conference Tournament. Bookman left side, fires it inside. Jacoby Elliott, the turnaround push shot that doesn't go. Sidney down with the rebound. Get it ahead, Shoemaker, left side with it. Gillum bounce it to Santero and gets it right back. Shoemaker, top of the key, starts to drive, loses the handle. So Sidney will claim third place. They will go to 6-11 on the year. Gering will drop to 9-8. Brown operates out front, picks up his dribble. Bruner with it. Bruner dumps it inside. Jacoby Elliott there, and Jacoby spins to the basket and puts it up and in. Nearing the 1 minute mark. Here's Shoemaker. Left side, he's going to launch the three and drain it. Campbell Shoemaker, a sophomore, gets into the scorebook. And the lead is now 40. Elliott drives right side, puts up the shot, and Jacoby Elliott back-to-back baskets for Gering. He's got 4. 44 seconds left. Ball out of bounds. And it will stay with the Red Raiders. Raffleson with it, right side, dumps it into Santero. Santero against Henton, back outside. Raffleson drives and loses the handle. And now Sidney to inbound it quickly to Santero as they work it to Gillum. Back into the corner, Shoemaker for three, that rattles out. Greer Henton down with the rebound, and the buzzer sounds, and the Sidney boys claim third place in the Western Conference Tournament as they defeat Gering. 73-35 is your final score here this afternoon. Gering now 9-8, Sidney 6-11 as they claim third place with a 73-35 win over Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
But yeah, I love working on the grill. I'll flip my burgers and season them. I press them again. It's just really satisfying seeing how beautiful they turn out. Quite honestly, when I'm on the grill, we should really be charging double with the quality and love that I put into them.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Coverage of the Western Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is presented by Allo Fiber and brought to you in part by Ally Real Estate and Property Management, WNCC, and by Farm Bureau Sean Harvey and Josh Hansen.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Sidney boys claim third place in the 2026 Western Conference Tournament as they defeat Gering. 73-35 is your final score. Do a quick recap on the scoring. As always, those final numbers brought to you by Dr. Levi Bullen at Advantage Chiropractic. And check me on these, Chris, to make sure it was fast and furious. Let's start with Gering. Rylan Ray, I had him for 12 points. The only player in double figures for Gering. Gage Rosiska finishes with 8. 6 points for Deacon Tuttle on 2 threes. 5 points for Max Judy, and Jacoby Elliott finished with 4. On the Sidney side, double figures for Alec Doty, Cash Kenobi, and Kale Kaiser. Alec Doty, I had him for 18 this afternoon. Cash Kenobi with 13, and Kale Kaiser with 15. 8 points for Kean Kaiser. Graham Santero finished with 8. Lance Holly with 6, and Campbell Shoemaker with 3. So all those are right. So that's your final score. Really not a lot we can say about this one. I mean, Gering hung close in that first quarter. They trailed by 5, 18-13, but then Gering held to single-digit scoring in the second, third, and fourth quarter as they lose it 73-35. They go to 9-8 on the year, and the Red Raiders don't let that 6-11 mark fool you. This is going to be a team that down the stretch is going to be very tough to deal with, and Kean Kaiser getting back to full strength is a scary proposition.
Yeah, Gering was down 11 at the break, like you said, and then they had 4 turnovers at half. I charted them with 8 turnovers in the third quarter alone when Sidney really stretched it out. So we'll move from our third place games to our girls and boys championship games. What we'll do here is call it good for our Gering boys broadcast on KMOR. We'll take a little bit of a breather then on the TV side as well. That'll do it for KMOR coverage on the basketball side today. We'll get you back to the music shortly, and then we'll rejoin you on KNEB.TV's YouTube channel, YouTube TV broadcast only for our girls championship game here in about 20 minutes. Actually 19, go under 19 minutes now. Sidney and Gretna East warming up. We'll rejoin you on the TV side a few minutes before tip-off. Get you set for the girls championship game. Again, your final here in the third place boys game. Sidney wins it over Gering 73-35. TV only here in just a little bit for Sidney and Gretna East in the girls championship game.